So what exactly did you see?
Little one.
I don't rightly know,
Flower and
but I was up to no
Same.
good, lurching this way and that.
If everyone else minds their business, I'll be fine. I don't need any attention right
No
now.
pestilence. You have no word.
What about the smell? It stinks something rotten.
Probably just a dead cat.
Shauntier. Bless these roots.
The broadsheet's gone to pot ever since I left.
Would you throw one of them? What am I supposed to do then? Miscreants creeping around?
That's curious. What's that?
Did some upper city type wake up to find an empty larder this morning? Just discussing the weather, dearie. Nothing of interest to you.
Plenty to do and see in the gate. No need to barge in on a private chat. Anyway, what do you have for me?
Side of salted pork, some barley, and 6 eggs.
Not a chance I'll fit in there.
I really wish. I really wish I could hate the camera in this game. Hate it. I don't want to change characters around to get in there. Fucking hell.
Hells, more gills than a fishmonger's store.
Oh. Oh, what are these creatures? I would love to play as this creature. I'll try some into it. I really hope they add DLC and like make us think like transforming different creatures like these things. Ugh.
On my way.
Onward.
Why'd that only hit one? Both of the fucking things were targeted. What the fuck? Oh, level 10.
Bring me into battle.
God, these creatures look so cool.
Where do I go from here?
The Not enough movement. Why not enough movement? God damn it.
breath. Taking position. And I thought we were going to be friends. By your command.
These types of creatures are my favorites. The way they stand, the way they move, all the fins and all that, it's cool.
Nothing will stand in my way.
God, I hate this fuck up. I can't move you, why doesn't it say that? You goddamn piece of shit.
Time to strike.
Time to deal some punishment.
Thank you for cutting those creatures down, truly. Gods know what would have happened if you weren't here.
Those things smell like a fishmonger's unsold stock. What are they?
Oh, God! There's guts all over my boat!
Thought I'd be used to the smell of fish by now. Not that smell.
Oh, I think I might have had my fill of fish for the next few 10 days.
What the fuck is a 10-day anyway? Is it 10 days or something else? Because it's weird.
Thanks again for dealing with those Sawagan. You saved more than just my livelihood.
How are things here?
A bit quieter after the Sawagan attack, but that's to be expected. Loyal customers will be back. Leave me be. What are you doing in here?
You catch the scent of death on the man's clothes, his skin damp with decay. He appears unwell.
This is my spot. Go on, find your own.
Is everything alright? I think he might be sick.
Yes. Now you mention it. It's probably best not to come too close. No matter. This is still the same.
He's sick and likely to die. Please.
Brother.
Oh, please.
Probably.
Please, sir. Please. It's for my son. Anything would help. Any amount at all.
I feel a little dizzy.
You can't even offer money for, like, I don't know, XP points.
Please, sir. Anything would... Please, kind sir. Can you spare a few coins to feed my
What's
son?
the
He's
what's the
sick
point?
and likely to die.
What's the point of that if you can't even give him anything? What the fuck?
Please.
Or all the reasons you could give him money.
Entire edition dedicated to one
Give a-
lord and his network.
Give him, like, you can give like a certain amount of gold, and depending on the amount of gold you give depends on how much XP you get. I don't know. 1,000 gold, you get 200 something. I'm probably not the only person to think of that.
Let's get going.
I should probably do that.
Right. Here's one. Whose pocket would you rather pick? Druids or clerics?
Cleric, any day. Last time I emptied the druids,
I'm gonna go do Gale's thing. I don't really want to rest right now, so I'll just take Shadowhide out of the party. Bring Gale in the party.
Let's move.
Seems like Will's a grand duke to be. I hope he remembers us little people after he's ascended. If you're sure. Fine.
There's heroism to be found in politics. I'm sure Will'll find it. Somewhere. With We're a long way from Waterdeep.
All right, what now?
Softly.
Come on! Fucking useless bitch.
A simple task. How many die today, how many die tomorrow? This corpse has been decorated, displayed, and there's nothing random about it. Circus clothes. What an end for Dribbles the clown.
Should you want it to, or otherwise?
And then what happens? Nothing good, I bet.
Reserve them now, or there won't be any left!
Dear gods, he's right. It's too late to stop it now.
It's a shame. Edvard used to do such a good job. Show us the way!
And what?
This humble plea of the absolute heretics.
I'm sure you'll understand
Bless
if
them
I
with the
remain
strength to endure
unbowed.
and the courage to resist. So may your patron may not enjoy you shopping around the divine warlock. It bothers me none. Be welcome, child of faith. You have come far, I perceive. How may I serve you this day?
Must be done. Eyes to yourselves. Them, ignoring that.
I'm not gonna be getting a stereo for pickpocketing. I'm just gonna purchase stuff. But we sell some stuff too. Who are you?
I am Vicar Humbletoes, guardian of the Stormshore Tabernacle. I keep the peace in this sacred place and guide those in need.
Are holy items available here for purchase?
Of course, my child. Within limits. Behold my wares.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Welcome back, child. You have come far, I perceive. How may I serve you this day?
What can I do here?
Here, clerics may commune with their gods, and even hear their responses, if they are so favored. I am also granted the power to provide holy resurrection through sales of revivification scrolls.
This altar isn't dedicated to a single god, but instead acts as a conduit to many. Your god is one of many, and in this place you sense a spark of its mighty divine flame. It reads, "Show your devotion with an offering in your God's name. Blessings may follow." The gods are ready to receive your sacrifice.
Tiamat. Wait, what? Oh. Could give some of these because they're pretty much useless right now. I really think the dives should be like you only get one of each die, but they you can use them multiple times. It's so annoying.
Your offering is accepted, but more evidence of devotion is required. You see an altar dedicated to Helm the Vigilant. Helm the Watcher is a guardian god, dedicated to the preservation of order. Many turn to him in troubled times. Make your donation to him and you'll likely feel more vigilant, more resilient to the unexpected.
I'll give it a shot.
You see an altar dedicated to Tyr. Tyr, the blind god, offers justice to all, innocent and malefactor alike. The law dictates what is right, be that reward or retribution. Your knowledge of religion isn't extensive enough to tell you more.
Action, not reaction.
You see an altar dedicated to Tyr. Tyr, the blind god, of his unseeable life he lived and what it cost him. Make a sacrifice out of your own pocket and you may yet be blessed.
I've got a long road ahead. Seems simple enough.
You see an altar dedicated to Selûne. An inscription reads, "Let all who worship the changing tides of life and knowledge feel the blessings of Selûne. Trust in the purity of my light. See the constancy in its inconstancy, and you will be guided aright." Your scholarship of religion tells you no more.
Assume nothing.
You see an altar dedicated and trust in the pure. Your scholarship of religion tells you.
Wherever we go, ye gods, let there be something green.
You see an altar dedicated and trust in the pure. Your scholarship of religion tells you no. You see an altar and trust in the pure goddess of the moon and stars. Her words and light have long helped wanderers to find their way. Perhaps it could help you too.
Can't give up now. Better not be cursed.
There she stands, just as Elminster promised. Mystra, goddess of the weave, mother of all magic.
The old man wasn't lying. She's opened the summoning channel. Can't you feel it?
Gale's right. The very air around the statue crackles with magic. It sets your teeth on edge.
A stream of pure, undiluted weave. I only have to reach out, and it will carry me to Mystra, wherever she may be.
Your goddess calls. Serve her or denounce her as you will, but you cannot ignore her.
Time was, I'd have given my right arm for a chance to speak with Mystra again. The left one, too. Maybe a knee.
You ready for this, Gale?
Am I? You're right. I am a strong, capable wizard. And this is no more than a casual reunion with an ex-lover. My omnipotent, omniscient ex-lover. I always wonder what being nervous would feel like. I hate it.
Pull it together, you're gonna make a fool of yourself otherwise.
Oh, that hardly matters. There's not much further I could fall in Mistra's estimation. But I'd like to at least leave her with something to think about. During my time locked away in Waterdeep, I prepared a quite comprehensive speech for her on the subject of our former relationship and the manner in which it ended. Alas, recent events have rendered the majority of it moot, so I'm gonna have to improvise. Unless you have any words of wisdom to impart before I go.
You're not taking me with you?
The summoning channel Mistra has provided is one only I can enter. No matter how much I prefer not to face her alone.
Seek her forgiveness, Gale. It might be your only hope of curing the orb.
You're right. A heartfelt apology is the surest way to a goddess's heart. And her favor. I pray that she'll be in a forgiving mood. If she weren't the one I'd be praying to. I'll only be gone for a matter of moments. The Outer Planes experience time quite differently to our own. Wait for me. Please.
Gale of Waterdeep. You look well.
Mistra. I never thought we'd speak again like this. Why am I here?
There is much unsaid between us, but time runs ever short. You discovered what lies at the heart of the Absolute, the crown of Karsus. And you disobeyed my instruction. Why?
I didn't want to die. And when I saw the crown, I thought I might not have to, if I only understood its power.
And you believe you have the right to such an understanding? The past cannot be undone with self-pity, nor can a future be forged. Only with the truth will you see the way ahead. The fragment of magic you tried to return to me was not of my creation. It was the Karsite Weave. It is a corrupted, half-born magic, wrought in the brief moment Karsus ascended to godhood. It hungers for power, just as he did, and it can never be sated. You unleashed something that would consume all magic in existence, and yet you thought only of preserving yourself.
That can't be. It wasn't. It couldn't have been. I only wished to prove myself worthy. I had no idea.
You were already worthy. What you lacked was patience, and it cost you dearly. When the Karsite Weave entered your body, your gifts were the first thing it consumed. The only reason the orb sleeps is because I have allowed it to feed on the true weave. A temporary measure, but one that will not be enough to save us. With each day that passes, the Elder Brain threatens to become a new kind of god. Its worshippers, a scourge of soulless illithids. If you will not use the orb to end this abomination, then you must find a way to separate crown and host. When you've done this, you must surrender the crown of Karsus to me.
I won't let you down again. When the Absolute is vanquished, I will surrender Karsus's powers to you. You have my word.
Thank you. May the Weave's light guide your purpose, and its wisdom guide your hand. The future of magic rests on your shoulders, Gale of Waterdeep. I promise you, it is a burden you are strong enough to bear.
Back on mortal soil once more. I can't believe I saw her. After all this time.
I'm not surprised. Her power felt overwhelming, even from here.
And what you felt was but the slightest drop, drawn from the rushing torrent that is the weave. I confess, without my former prowess, even I struggle to stand her presence. The effects on the mortal body of such unfettered magical exposure cannot be overestimated. She held back in order to protect us, to make sure I heard her. The Karsite weave, within me this whole time. I knew the orb was no ordinary ball of magic before it to be Karsus's malignant creation. Gods! How did I not see that?
It's all too easy to miss things when we're blinded by desire.
True enough. There's a reason such unwitting heroes have been the backbone of lyric and legend for as long as both have existed. Even so, I was hardly some naive apprentice at the time. I considered myself an archmage, and yet was fool enough to be mistaken for a common conjurer. At least now I'm armed with the truth, and Mistra's expectations. Once I bring the crown of Karsus to her, I can put everything right. The orb, too. I'll be myself again, for all that's worth.
We're going to cure you, I promise.
Thank you. There aren't many I'd trust to stand beside me on such a journey. Fewer still who would do so because they believed I deserved such a chance. If I can promise you one thing in return for your faith in me, it's this. I will use everything in my power to ensure we defeat this evil. I will not let you down. Now, I believe we've a date with an Elder Brain to get to. Shall we?
This calls for careful footwork. Can't keep me out. Let's see what you're hiding.
How high?
Unseen.
Looking ahead,
Work to be done.
Well, so much for peace.
Actually, it would be good to see all of that. Because you'll get a lot of experience from doing this. 800 experience, I think, in total.
Come on, can't stay idle. Fall by my hand. Just what I need.
Just be ready to leave when the time comes, or preferably before.
I know you're hurting, but it won't bring her back, will it?
I know. I just don't want to lose anyone else.
Gazette has a transcript of a conversation with Archduke Baldur.
Army of cultists is on its way to cut off. Is on its way to cut our throats.
Exactly.
Would you rather be...
It was another day in the City of Lies, Baldur's Gate, where the people begged for justice until they starved. Two heroes were fated to cross paths that day. Their eyes met. Destiny was calling.
And they both answered.
Strangers? Only in a fool's definition of the word. It was the start of something incredible. Two heroes on the hunt for justice, no matter the cost. All the Tall One had to do was say yes.
Yes, join me.
The Tall One had failed the first test. They lacked caution. The cat could have just as easily been a foe as a potential friend. Perhaps it was simply not meant to be. Upon their return, the cat couldn't help but wonder whether the Tall One had finally decided how their die would be cast.
book was a lot more lewd than its prequels.
Please focus. We're the book brigade, not a smut symposium.
He could be propping up the bar in the elf song for all we know.
Everyone's a critic those days. You don't have to look at it, you know.
Why'd you make it so big then?
Why can't I keep selling broadsheet?
Bit cheery, isn't it? Now you know there's a war on.
It's precisely in times of trouble that we need.
Bet I can crack that open.
Why'd you make it so big then?
Trust me, when you're older, you'll appreciate breaks.
Designated citizens will please stand still for evaluation.
Ah, sir, you've chosen a special day to visit the family home of Archduke Enver Gortash. We're celebrating our dear son's magnificent achievement with a special run of leather-soled shoes. Dear gods, help me!
Your tadpole squirms. These people are infected with the parasite, but something is off. You search her mind, but the psionic forces that control her are different, split somehow. Your own consciousness slips into the gap.
Help me! God, my mind is taken, my body! I should have slammed the door in his face, but I let him in and he rammed some kind of worm in our eyes. I'm here, but I can't speak. I can't act. I'm trapped.
Why did Enver do this to you?
He said he wanted to make us powerless. Still bitter after all these years, but we did what was best for him, for all of us. We had debts, world-ending debts, trying to keep this cursed shop afloat. Dangerous lenders who said they'd bury us all if we didn't pay. Then a warlock offered us a pretty penny for Enver's service. He was a smart boy. Too smart.
It was give him up, and all of us live, or refuse and die. What choice did we have?
You had every choice. You sold your son to a warlock. That's unforgivable.
We got good coin for him. Closed our debts and all of us kept our lives. Enver included. You may disagree, Enver did, but we don't deserve this torment. You're the first person who's heard the real me in months.
I can put you out of your misery if you like.
There has to be another way. I deserve to live again. I deserve my own life.
There's nothing I can do for you. At least for now. Sorry.
There has to be. I can't live like this. I'm trapped. Trapped. Wait, wait!
Your tadpole lashes and recoils. The connection is broken.
Come again soon.
What's... Be very welcome to Flynn's Cobblers, humble family home of our Archduke Enver Gortash. He may not have followed in his old man's shoe steps, but Archduke's not so bad, is it?
Show them how it's done.
Eager for battle.
Ah, sir, you've chosen a special day to...
I would not be so keen to advertise it to the world. And I raised one such as Gortash. I would not be so keen to advertise it to the world.
Sylvanas, soften my steps.
We're celebrating our dear...
Let's have a look at myself. Wonder what's past this.
I'm gonna get a stare run in the party. I'm also gonna make a new video.